Hey folks, this is our 2021 BMW X7, and today I'm going to show you how to remove the second row headrest from the captain's chairs on these cars. I think this will apply to all G07 generation of these cars, and it's really simple, even though the manual says that it's not possible. Again, I am just a shade tree mechanic doing this in my garage, so follow your own instructions or ask your technician or BMW dealership if you have concerns. The tools that you'll need are really, really simple. Some kind of driver, either a socket set that has Torx bits. You need a T20 and T25 Torx bit. I'm just going to use this ratcheting screwdriver that I have. And again, we're doing this because we're having clearancing issues with our car seat. So let's jump straight in. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to do is you're going to move the seat all the way forward and kind of lean it forward. And you'll see that there are two plugs here at the bottom of the seat. They look like this, that you can just pull out. I'm using my fingernails, but you'd probably use a tool. I'd be cautious to not damage the trim here. And then we're going to start with our T25 bit. There are two screws, one on each side, that come out. And we will get this going the right way and remove these guys. I will note that these are self-retaining screws, so they won't come out all the way. You'll just start to feel them get loose, and then suddenly you will feel that you have freedom for this to start to pull away. And then we'll get the second one in here. I can get it lined up. We'll do the same thing, so the screws won't fall out the bottom, which is nice for when you're putting it back in. And we're just going to unscrew this until we feel it. And then what happens is you'll be able to see that the whole thing just kind of slides down and pulls away. And you can just set it out of the way like that. Okay, so now that you have your back panel off, and I'll show you again, it basically has these two hooks that slide in underneath. So how this came off, because I know I wasn't showing the whole seat, is it basically just slides down once those two bottom screws are out and pulls away. And then if you look towards the top of the seat, you can see the two poles where the headrest comes down. And at the bottom of one pole is a T20 screw that is blocking our ability to pull the headrest out. So we will swap over to our T20 bit, and we will just unscrew this screw. I will say that be careful as it starts to get all the way out. I'm going to put a hand underneath to catch, because if it falls, it will fall down into the seat and take you a long time to dig it back out, at least if you're as unlucky as I am. But once you do that, you can then just push the button up here for the headrest adjuster, and the headrest will come out just like a normal headrest. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're just going to swap back to our T25 Torx bit, and we're going to put our back cover back on. So this will just press again, press up right up next to it, and you can feel, actually, there's a spot. If you reach underneath, you can kind of feel where the screws are and where the holes are. And if you line them up and push around, you can get them to the point where they really stop moving around on you. And I have a little part of my plastic piece is bent, so it's a little trickier on mine. But once you get them lined up, you can start to screw, and they will just go back in. So this one's going in. And you don't need to get these too tight. Again, don't have to do anything too crazy. But once they're lined up, they go in pretty easily. Again, just tighten them down until they're snug. Nothing too crazy. I don't think it's structural. It is just a trim cover. Just even out the side. And then our last step is going to be to just take our two little plugs, put them back over the cover, and you're done. And I'll show you from the top that you can see this is the button that I was pressing to actually remove the headrest, just like you would adjust it. And we have a removed headrest. So there you have it. Hopefully this is helpful.